Beverly Grove is a Los Angeles neighborhood with a great mix of city life surrounding a quaint residential neighborhood in between. Today, I'll be your tour guide around some of these streets in the heart of Los Angeles to show you what it's like to live in Beverly Grove. What's going on, you guys? My name is Darren Kriz. I am a local real estate agent and Native Angelino in this beautiful city of Los Angeles that I call home. But come along with me on this driving tour of Beverly Grove. Let's go check it out. So we are here in Beverly Grove. If you guys don't know what Beverly Grove is or where it is located in Los Angeles, I'll pop up a map right here and show you the route that we're going to be taking. Currently we are on Doheny and 3rd Street, which is kind of on the furthest west side of Beverly Grove. And so Beverly Grove, people may not know exactly where it is, and I'm doing a driving tour today because it is such a small area in LA. It is right between, obviously, I mean the name is because it's between Beverly Hills and the Grove, which is a large shopping mall here in Los Angeles, kind of in the West Hollywood area. Most people that live in Beverly Grove will just say they live in West Hollywood or in Beverly Hills, but let's just start here on Doheny. I'm going to show you as much as I can possibly show you guys here. We're basically going to start here on Doheny and 3rd, go down San Vicente, and then go up Fairfax to Melrose, and then down La Cienega. Then I'll show you some of the neighborhoods, but first we're going to border everything. So to the right, I don't know if you saw it. If you didn't, rewind 5 seconds, but that was the Four Seasons Residences. They just finished building that a few months ago out here, which are brand new condo buildings here in Beverly Grove, right here on 3rd Street. They're pretty expensive. So some of them will be in the 8-figure price range, but you can get a condo or you can rent out one as well. But here we go. We're heading down 3rd Street. We're basically going to run into the Beverly Center, which is one of the bigger malls out here. Crossing Robertson Street right now. Robertson, one of the bigger streets for shopping here in Los Angeles, right in the heart of the city. To the left, we have Pan Pacific Theaters, the headquarters there. You probably can't see it, but this is where we are. Down Robertson, you do get a lot of restaurants, shops, coffee shops. You have Cha-Cha Matcha right on Robertson. You have the Ivy, very famous restaurant spot. To the right, Tsum Tsum. That is a Mediterranean grill fast food. It's kind of like a Chipotle style, but we always say that it's the best bang for your buck. If you're looking for a lot of food, a lot of good meats for not the craziest expensive price, go to Tsum Tsum. It's a good spot to go. Good, quick, fast food. You just order in line. Couple bars here on 3rd on the right side. 3rd Stop. It's a small little sports bar here, just right off the street. It is a beautiful day today. You can see there's a lot of people walking around. We are very close to Cedars-Sinai as well, the hospital. Actually, I was born at that hospital. If you guys didn't know, you probably didn't know. Why would you know unless you're a major stalker of me? But I was born in Cedars-Sinai Hospital, then I was raised in the Valley, but it's pretty cool how it was right here. So to the left is part of Cedars-Sinai, but it's pretty spread out and a pretty large hospital. But we're coming up on San Vicente here, and we're gonna turn right. You can see there's more shops to the right, there's more restaurants, etc. And the Beverly Center is directly in front of us. We're running into it, but we're gonna turn here on San Vicente. Can almost even be considered a highway, but how big it is. It runs right through West Hollywood, all the way south through the city, past the 10, can get you pretty close to LAX. But directly in front of us, I think you might be able to see this building. That is 8500 Burton. It is a pretty new luxury apartment complex. And yes, apartments. Those aren't condos like the Four Seasons residences was. Those are, and one of the more expensive apartment buildings you'll see out here in LA. You can tell from the curb appeal, it looks beautiful. There's a lot of glass. The rooftop deck with the pool, well, the rooftop pool which is available to all residences, is incredible. The views are pretty amazing, but an expensive or a higher end penthouse, like let's say one of the top floors will range probably $10,000 to $12,000 a month, which is pretty expensive. But you're getting this location, and you're getting the amenities, you know, all the amenities that you'd want in a luxury building. You have valet, you have, there's a restaurant in there, like a luxury restaurant. You get service whenever you'd want. But here we are, San Vicente. Like I said, we're gonna take San Vicente to Wilshire. Wilshire to Fairfax. And this is basically covering the entire borders of Beverly Grove. In Beverly Grove, there's not too much information out there on social media, on YouTube about Beverly Grove, so why not show you guys all that is to be in Beverly Grove, because it's a great area, it's super central. A couple commercial buildings to the right side, office spaces. But we need to turn left on Wilshire. Directly in front of us, as I said, commercial buildings, office buildings. I have worked in that building specifically directly in front of us for a short time. I was doing wholesaling with a team, and we would work out of the office spaces in this building in front of us. And then right here we have Wilshire and San Vicente. You can see the very wide streets. More commercial buildings here. And Wilshire, one of the most well-known streets in all of Los Angeles, of course. Wilshire Boulevard. It'll cut all the way to the Wilshire Corridor in Westwood. And then all the way down to the beach in Santa Monica. So Wilshire definitely has a nice stretch right here with a bunch of commercial buildings. You have some apartment buildings to the left, and they're always constantly building. As you see in the center divider, they have construction just ongoing all the time. They're always going to be making this city look as good as possible. You know, it is Los Angeles. You always want it to look its best, and they've been slowly getting all these parts there. Another really nice apartment building directly in front of us, in front of that Wells Fargo Center. A lot of food spots. Here on the left, we have Rocco's Pizza. And we also have one of the better burgers in Los Angeles, if you guys are into burgers. On the left side, we have Hi-Ho Burger. And Kazunori, which is a great hand-roll sushi spot. If you guys have never been there, if you guys like sushi, Kazunori is very popular because you just sit in a circle, you sit at a table with a bunch of other people, honestly like 2 inches away from the person sitting at the bar stool next to you. But there are no TVs, it's very intimate, everyone's so close, and the chef serves you guys pretty much chef's choice. They'll just feed you roll one after one. It's a cool experience, Kazunori, if you've never been. But now we are here on Fairfax, turning left. So there's a funky building, as you can see to the right side, if you can see it on the screen right here. Let me try to give you a view with the camera as well. But this building is the Automotive Museum. Automotive Museum. You also have the Academy Museum directly in front of me. We're seeing it now as we turn. Academy Museum of Motion Pictures, which is for the Oscars. That's where the museum is. They literally just finished building that a few months ago as well. Like I said, so much construction going on around here. And to the right side is the La Brea Tar Pits. Can't really see much of it right now, but I actually took a field trip to the La Brea Tar Pits when I was in elementary school, so it's cool to see it now as a full-grown adult. And then Park La Brea Apartments across the street to the right. One thing about them is I think there's about 3,000 apartment units or something like that. It is the largest apartment complex in the country. Maybe fact check me and let me know in the comments if that's correct, but I'm pretty sure it's around there. One of the largest apartment complexes in the country. It's huge, covers this entire area of La Brea pretty much. But now we're heading down Fairfax, another very well-known street out here in Los Angeles, and it is on the border of Beverly Grove. But also as we go up Fairfax, so you'll see a bunch of shops. There's a cafe to the left. You have some funky art on the building directly in front of me. I believe that is Sammy's Camera. Yep, Sammy's Camera building. If you're into videography, that is the building for you. You've probably been there. And then we're gonna come up on the Grove on the right side. To the right, there's a CVS, there's a Whole Foods right before we hit 3rd Street again, and the Grove. Make a lane change here. You'll see there's a Trader Joe's, Mendocino Farms on the left, and then the Grove to the right. Immediately, there's a Starbucks. And like I said, the Grove, there's a couple restaurants. There's a very famous outdoor farmers market that's always running. The farmers market that says it's been around since 1934. Very historic, very famous. The Grove. Maybe I'll do a Grove tour one of these days, but for now, Beverly Grove. More restaurants to the right. And then right after the Grove here on the right side, we have the CBS Studios with James Corden's face covering the entire building to the right side. But I think he's leaving that show now, so they're gonna have to cover up that building with his face now. Maybe I can get you a quick shot of CBS with my camera. But then we gotta turn. I'm actually gonna go straight here on Fairfax. We're gonna continue up to Melrose. And now we are in the famous Fairfax district, where you'll see a lot of the clothing brands that you guys know and love to both sides, so keep your eye out. Very famous restaurant to the left, Cantor's Restaurant Bakery. It's massive in there. They can't even build restaurants that big anymore. But to the right side, a lot of clothing stores. Very famous little coffee shop cafe to the right, Kofax. To the left, you'll see Supreme, Ape, Diamond Supply, Mitchell & Ness, Huff. I mean, just let me try to get you some shots of that here. Just everything you could think of. And then Dave's Hot Chicken, which is always usually packed. It's a little bit early in the morning, so they might not even be open yet. That's why maybe some of these stores aren't open. Tried to get out here before all the traffic. But we're passing Rosewood, and as we pass Rosewood, to the right side is Fairfax High School. Now, did any of you go to Fairfax High School? And if not, can you imagine going to high school right here in the heart of the city? It would definitely be a different vibe than living in the suburbs, going to high school, surrounding neighborhoods like most of you guys, like most of us probably. But Fairfax High School, to the right side. And now we are on Melrose. So Melrose, also one of the biggest streets, very well known for their shopping. And you have the Fairfax district and the Melrose district. And then after I loop around all of these areas here in Beverly Grove, I am going to cut through a couple of the neighborhoods. So you guys can see some of the houses. But see Melrose to the right and to the left, more shops. You got some beautiful palm trees. And what a great day today. All right, passing Crescent Heights. The left side we have the famous Hollywood Improv. See if you can see it. Give you a shot here with the camera. Hollywood Improv there. More shops to the left. And this is all shops pretty much. The right side now, we'll see if there's anyone taking photos, but that is the famous pink wall. No one's there right now. But that actually comes up in your maps as a historic, maybe not a historic landmark, but it is if you come out here and check it out, because there's always people taking photos of it just because it's a giant pink wall. It's very interesting. Now you can see the famous, well, maybe you can see it, the Pacific Design Center directly in front of us. The giant red and green buildings, a staple to West Hollywood. But as we loop around Melrose, we're gonna turn left on La Cienega. La Cienega is the largest north-south street out here in the city. There's more luxury restaurants on La Cienega. You'll have like a Nobu, you'll have Koi, brand new Catch Steak, which we will pass by. I'll show you that. It'll be on the left side. But this is a big intersection right here, Melrose and La Cienega. We got a little bit of time because there are a lot of cars turning left here on La Cienega, but directly in front of us there is this rooftop bar, one of the best out here, in my opinion, with the best views. Probably not my opinion for the views, but it's EP and LP. There's about 4 bars up there on the roof. It always gets pretty crowded during the summers, daytime and nighttime. Turn left now. We are going back down La Cienega. Left side we have a Norm's Dining. Right side we have a large car wash. And then on the right side as well, we will have the Nice Guy. It's a very low-key bar, but it's very popular to celebrities. Apartment buildings to the right. To the left side, the Coronet Theater, which is a small venue. You wouldn't even really know it unless you were looking out for it. The Coronet Theater. They'll do some stand-up comedy, performances, some shows. A lot can go on there. But we basically looped around the entirety of Beverly Grove specifically. Now I'm going to turn on Beverly. You see the Beverly Center directly in front of me. To the left side, we have the Mobile Gas, and then CVS. We're gonna turn left on Beverly and then turn left up one of the streets in one of the neighborhoods. Probably Alfred, maybe Croft, maybe Orlando. So you guys can see some of the houses, what the neighborhoods look like, where people are living out here in Beverly Grove, because it's not all just city like you saw, these big streets. There are small residential neighborhoods as well tucked into this big loop I just did. Alright, well, we will just turn left here on Alfred and just begin this journey through this neighborhood, because I do know one of the houses here, or a few of them actually, on Alfred, but one specifically I wanted to tell you guys because I think it is still for sale right now, but they did sell it twice after I posted a house tour of it. There is a basketball court on the rooftop. You don't see that too often. But click the link right above if you want to see my video, my house tour of the Alfred house with the basketball court on the roof. Okay, going down the neighborhoods. Already lots of shade, tree-lined streets. You guys can see speed bumps throughout the neighborhoods so the kids can play. And a lot of these are made up of So in West Hollywood, Beverly Grove, you're gonna see a lot of Spanish duplex, triplexes that have been around for a while, or you'll see pretty newly built modern homes. So I'll try to get you a little bit better. You got a modern to the left, get you some camera footage of that, and then to the right, that's the house that I was talking about with the basketball court. And directly in front of us, we have another modern, and then a couple to the left side as well. We're gonna turn right, show you down Croft. There are a few apartment buildings over on Croft. So we got more Spanish duplexes around us. So there is a lot of character to these areas, to these residential neighborhoods, because you have duplexes, then you have unique style. Oh, there's another modern, get for you guys. So there's a lot of variety when living out here. As we continue up, we're about to hit Rosewood. Just more, these are this northern end. As we come up to Melrose, there are a few older apartment buildings. More here on Flores, and then to the left we have a pretty new apartment building. Get you a clip of that. It's not even done. Pretty new, 2022, maybe 23. Should be done though. Some beautiful palm trees. You know, a lot of people that aren't from LA always ask about the palm trees, which is crazy because, I mean, it just seems like a normal thing if you're from out here. It wouldn't seem like that big of a deal. But to some people, it's a pretty big deal to have palm trees, just to see them all the time, to have this weather. You know, we are lucky to be living in a place like this. Got to be grateful if you're living in LA. But I will turn on to Sweetser now. This neighborhood, this street just consists of more duplexes, more moderns. That is a beautiful design to the right. I'll get you a clip of that. I love the triangle roofs, and then more moderns throughout Sweetser. But yeah, guys, this is typically what it is to live in Beverly Grove. You get a lot of people walking. It's pretty quiet, even though you are in the heart of the city. We got dogs walking on the left side. And there are areas, even though you may feel like it's hard to live in a big city, that you can live in a suburban residential neighborhood, but still have the city right around you. You can easily walk to any restaurant as you saw, or drive there in a short time, a few minutes. And as we wrap it up, we're gonna end here on Flores as we come up to Beverly. But thank you guys so much for watching till the very end of this video. I really appreciate it. If you did, hit the like button if you haven't already. Also subscribe. Let me know what you want to see in these driving tours. Ooh, let me show you this last house here to the right. But let me know what you want to see in these driving tours, or what other cities you want to see throughout Los Angeles. I'm happy to show you guys. I really appreciate it. Again, my name is Darren Kriz. I'm a local real estate agent and Native Angelino out here in Los Angeles. Always happy to help you guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.